Number one fragrance icon in the world that does the following of Jesus. Oh, pause, dude. Why is that one of the first ones? Dude, honestly, and I hope it's a meme.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have problems.
Jeremy has lost it. This is a year ago, yeah? It's probably even worse now. I don't like ball out, dude. Honestly. This guy's my hero. He was like, I wanna get married, yeah? But he has a specific type of women he wants to go after. So he's like, instead of doing all the hard work, I'm gonna create a Gmail account, and if you meet the specifications, email me. And then he made like a specific email to get like laid or something. I don't know. But I'm like, that's so funny. Honestly, dude. Yeah, normal guy like me. If I did that, not cool. Jermery Fragrance, number one fragrant icon in the world that follows the teachings of Jesus Christ.
No.
That's a mouthful. I'm like, pause. What do you mean by that? No, that's pretty funny, dude. I mean, I think it's kind of funny. You don't have to. I honestly think someone should check in on that guy and be like, yeah, you should probably check yourself into a rehab or something. People probably think that about me, and I'm like, yeah, I should quit smoking cigarettes. And they're like, that's all you're on? And I'm like, yeah. I mean, weed too, but weed's kind of cringy.
Don't worry, buddy.
I should be on SSRIs, like antidepressants. And I'm like, yeah, probably. I think I'm fine though. You know what I'm right?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have problems.
I go back to the elevator. So when this saves, it should save directly onto the external hard drive and then be ready to edit. Which blows my mind. The little that I do learn, I'm looking at myself right now, I'm like disorienting. Let's go back to the screen. On YouTube Premium. The home page. I should get rid of YouTube Premium just so I could get the ads again. Honestly, I go through phases, and I think it's good for me. Yeah, because there's times where, and you know what? I think the reason why I got it again, and I know this is the reason why I got it, but I was getting like diaper ads, like they were like legit, and I'm like, don't wish that upon me. Whoa, pause. I pull out. No, I'm joking. No, cancel, dude. Why are we in the elevator again? I'm scrolling through YouTube. There's this, oh, wow, I just go past this, but we're gonna look it up again. Jimmy Carr. Oh, Lex Friedman had Donald Trump on a podcast. And let me tell you, the beginning of it was cut so much. I'm like, is this fake? What side are you on? Honestly, like, it was like, it made it choppy. Like, none of it, like, I understand that you cut out some of the pauses to, like, keep the flow. And it needs to be intriguing enough because, I don't know, podcast or interview. But I don't know. I was like, who gives a fuck? Honestly, vote Mamala. Yo, first female black president. That's my favorite joke, dude. It's not a joke. Yeah, because women, think about this. I'm a man. I try to be. I just try to be myself. And you know what? Women look at me and they're like, what a man. No, but Kamala Harris, dude, 2024. Let me eat it from the back. No, what I am saying is I do think that women have been able to be like, wow, the president, you know? I've never, you know, us as men, the boys, dude, even women that are into other women, they've never been able to do that, except if it was like the first lady. Now we're in the future, dude. You could eat the president back like a dog. Roof. No, but like, I don't know, dude. I don't know how to explain it much more than that. I'm joking. Yeah, but you try saying that about your guy president? Pause, dude. Gross. What are you, fucking Diddy? What are you, part of the Donner party? You want to eat? I'm like, you know what I'm saying? No. Gross. Honestly, have you seen Kamala Harris? Look at her smile. We should look that up, actually. Are we in the elevator? We are in the elevator. I need to get a switch. Or a little button thing that lights up so I know what freaking page I'm on. I'm like, honestly, we're not looking anything up right now. We're just on the watch playlist. Huh, I just found another channel with the movies, yeah? Hold on, pause. This one doesn't have that much. So this guy's new to it. He'll probably get taken down. Like, that's why I'm saying, like, there's people that do they upload movies, and that's, you know, there's nothing new on YouTube. And then the algorithm goes after it, it gets taken down. This girl's channel's been up for, like, forever. And I think that unlisted thing is her hack. And I'm like, that's wild. I mean, should you do it? No, because big movie corporation companies don't go after you to be like, hey, take the video down. They're like, hey, give us the money you made from it. We know how much. And then usually people are like, I already spent it. And they're like, why would you do that? You knew you were just, you know? That's wild. Also, shout out to this elevator music because I signed up for copyright free music. And I post it in every description. The song is called Winter Wonderland by someone named Masked Man. You'll be able to find it in the description. Yeah, but ball out, dude. I can't get fucking copyright striked. Even though that's a copyright free music, you still need to credit them. Yeah. Maybe you don't, but I think it's good too. I'm not making Winter Wonderland. There's no way I could have thought of a Winter Wonderland beginning of September. You know, that's way too forward in the future. I don't know. Whoa. What's today? September. And you're like, did you just realize it was September? I mean, yeah. 21st of this month. I'm gonna make a meme to that song. And you're like, oh, thank God. I thought you were gonna talk about 9/11. I'm like, dude. 2001 called. Building 7 just fell. The planes were CGI. Dude, I went back in time. I stopped the planes from even taking off that day. They didn't even leave the airport. We were too busy memeing. We were talking about drugs and hookers and a whale of a time. I was like, do you guys know Joe Rogan? And they're like, the guy from Fear Factor. And I'm like, I'm from the future, and that's what we say. Yeah, dude, I stopped the planes from taking off, and guess what? The building still went down. I was like, this is something that I did not prepare for. I don't know where I saw that meme from, but I'm glad you know. Like, I'm glad I'm still able to talk about 9/11. Joking, I don't know, dude. And let me tell you, for the younger audience out there, 9/11 wasn't world-shifting for you. I don't think it was for me either, honestly. I do joke about it a lot, but I'm like, dude, other than me watching a bunch of movies about it, growing up, being just forced to watch people die in a building over and over again, I'm like, what kind of, why would you want that? Listen, I'm not trying to, listen, we could talk about it for a second. I should not be watching that. As one of my favorite things, actually, I've talked about this before. Are we in the elevator? Ball out, dude. 1,000 Ways to Die. I shouldn't have been watching that as a kid either. But let me tell you, let me learn you something. You go into each episode and you're like, what's gonna happen? No one knows what's gonna happen. Dude, it's 1,000 Ways to Die. They always die. That's what's gonna happen. You know, I'm like, whoa, dude, I should have expected it. But me as a young adult, I was a child. But I was like, no way, I know what this is about. This seems like a joke, yeah, but what's the punchline? Boom, punchline. No, but one of the episodes I remember, yeah, was like some Nacho Libre type beat. And you know, I feel kind of bad, but it was midget wrestlers. There was 2 midget wrestlers, and you're like, you're making this up. And I'm like, I promise you I'm not. There's 2 midget wrestlers, and guess what? They hired 2 sex lady workers. 2 prostitutes. This was probably back in a time where you were able to be like, you lot lizard. I'm joking, dude, that's gross. Yeah, but you know how it be. And you're like, I don't know how it'd be. And I'm like, neither do I. 2 midgets, 2 prostitutes at like a Motel 6, presumably. That's wild. Already we're starting off with a crazy story. Who dies? And I'm like, you know what? Let me tell you something. They go up to the room, yeah? Or sideways to the room, because maybe it's one story. They go sideways to the room. And the midget wrestlers, before they get with the ladies, yeah, they're like, let's show them our cool midget wrestling moves. As you do when you are a midget wrestler and you're hiring a prostitute for sex, you gotta show her your moves, dude. You're like, yo, me and my buddy are midget wrestlers and dwarfs. And they're like, that's pretty obvious. we could come to that conclusion. I'm no scholar. I'm like, damn, baby. Yeah, but one of the midget wrestlers headbutts the wall. What he was expecting to do was hit the drywall. You know what I'm saying? How there's walls and they're made out of dryness. Drywall. That's what we call them. What did he hit? He hit the 2x4. And you know how midgets are small stature? And you might be like mad at me for saying midget, but I'm like, whoa, little people? Little people. That's what you want me to call them? Whoa, showbiz? This is showbiz, baby. Oh, he's the little guy. Nah, dude, not to me, everyone's equal. He's a midget. I'm joking. A dwarf? Yeah, but dwarf sounds more disrespectful than, you know? Yeah, but he headbutts the wall, dies, dude. His best friend is like, what just happened? This guy headbutt the wall and knocked himself out. He didn't even know he was dead. He literally like insta-killed himself. But his friend was like, oh, he's knocked out. I'm gonna headbutt the same spot on the wall to prove to this wall and these prostitutes I'm the man. And then he headbutts the wall and dies. And then the TV show ends. And then it ends and goes to the next episode of like 1,000 Ways to Die. And let me tell you, this is why I think about it constantly. Maybe like once a week. Who told the story? Like, I know, you know, like it got passed down to 1,000 Ways to Die. Presumably, those prostitutes, those sex workers came down and they were like, you're not going to believe me. And they're going to be like, what, those midgets jumped out of the window and, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, they had to explain how they just like headbutt the wall and died. Like they were probably just sitting on like the armchairs, just like watching them, you know what I'm saying? And then me as a kid, I was unable to comprehend. I was like, you could just pay a lady for I'm joking, that wasn't the point, canceled. Yeah, but I'm like, damn, 1,000 Ways to Die? Can I think of more episodes, actually? Some of them are wild. 1,000 Ways to Die compilation. I like talking about them. I don't want to look any of them up, to be honest. Because I'm like, spooky, dude. Yeah, because most of them are going to be like, I slipped on an orange peel. I survived Niagara Falls. You ever hear about that guy? That's some ballin' shit, dude. How do I want to go out? At a nightclub fight in Scotland. Glasgow, honestly. Deep in Glasgow. Bar fight. I'm gonna be, they're gonna find out I'm not actually Scottish, and the whole time I was doing a fake accent. And they're gonna be like, why? And then everyone's gonna be like, oh, he's an agent or something. But I'd rather have that than be like, he's racist. He was just trying to practice his Scottish accent. I'm like, oi, oi, dickhead. I'm from Glasgow. I don't really know how to do a Glasgowian accent, and that's why I would be there to practice. Where would I want to die? I don't know, dude. 1,000 Ways? I'm picking Glasgow. Or New Mexico, dude. Honestly, what if I go to New Mexico, Area 51? I'll be like, hey, a satellite fell, and this is why we progressed as technology. And guess what? This whole time, you thought we sent the own satellite. Someone else sent the satellite. That was human technology, but not human technology. We weren't supposed to figure out that type of magic for another 3,000 years. you were tricked. You were tricked into thinking it was aliens. It was us from the future. You're like, what? And I'm like, we're aliens? I don't know, dude. And then presumably they'll be like, you're wrong. It was a weather balloon. And I'll be like, all right, dude, whatever. I thought it was a satellite. Ugh, I was wrong this whole time? It was a weather balloon? Fuck, kill me. And then that's how I would die at Area 51. By my own doing. I'd be like, ew, dude. I'd meet a genie. He'd be like, what do you mean you want me to explain to you Area 51? I'd be like, was there aliens? He'd be like, no, it was a weather balloon. I'll be like, I wish I was dead. That's how I'd die. Dude, swear, my genie joke is actually I'd wish for my head to be a pumpkin. He's like, what? You the motherfucker that wish your head was a pumpkin? I'd go back to the genie asking for a refund. He'd be like, I swear. On everything, on God, touche. I didn't fuck with your wish. Usually I fuck with people's wishes, yeah? No, I'm telling you the truth. You wished for your head to be a pumpkin. I could spot from miles away. You got something wrong with your brain. Why would someone wish for their head to be a pumpkin? And I'm like, genie, so I could go back in time. Obviously. He's like, where'd you get the time machine? I'm like, it's a juice. I'll be sipping the juice. Technically, we're traveling through time right now. Otherwise, I would be a picture. One of those, you know? My blood would stop pumping blood if we weren't experiencing time right now. I wouldn't be able to breathe, the genie. But I go back in time. I ride around on a horse, Paul Revere style. He's like, the British are coming, dude? I'm like, pause. I'm coming. Nah, dude. Genie, they wrote a book about me. I don't want to get sidetracked. Oh, you're trying to trick me into getting sidetracked. I want a refund. He'd be like, no, dude, I didn't fuck with your wish. I'd be like, no, but I went back in time, rode around on a horse. He's like, yeah, you said that. I'm like, yeah, but they wrote a book called me The Headless Horseman. I wish for my head to be a pumpkin, dude. I had one wish. They called me The Headless Horseman. I don't even understand how that would work. I had one wish. He's like, I cannot control other people's perspectives. I'm like, well. Well, dude. I'm fucking. Oh, dude, we don't have the extra light. Look, boom. White, orange, boom. Welcome to the professional me yapping. Welcome to the Yapaholics. Is this too much light? Pause. Dude, look at me. Look at this guy. I look at myself sometimes and I'm like, you should smile more, baby. Pause. Nah, dude, if you tell a girl, you should be like, hey, you should smile more. That's weird as fuck. Yo, dude, you know what? Someone should beat your ass. I'm joking, dude. Yeah, but if someone's like, you should smile more, and it's like an appropriate, like, let's say I'm like at work or something, I'm like feeling down. They're like, hey, you look good when you smile. I'm like, damn, thanks. Thanks, I'd be cheesing, dog. That sounds like a compliment, honestly. But then it's like one of those things where it's like, yeah, obviously, don't you walk up to some random chick, you're like, you should smile more, baby. It's like, yo, dude, no. I'll say that. Say that to your friends who are down. You should smile more. I'm joking. You should smile more. Honestly, if you're watching this, start frowning. You should do that dead stare. Don't even. That's what. Hold on, ready? People make fun of Mark Zuckerberg for like, oh, he blew up or whatever. He literally is a person. He's the same person, but he's always been self-conscious. That's why he's dressed up. That's why I think he leaned towards that whole Illuminati thing and had like that weird sweater and was like all geeky and awkward. But then it's like, now we're in a time where it's almost cool to be yourself. So he's like, because he's always had curly hair. But now he's like, fuck, dude, I don't need to flatten it out and then cut it so I look normal. Or, you know? It's like, what the fuck is normal? Ball out, dude. I don't know, dude. Honestly, you think he watched Sopranos and he's like, I'm gonna get a gold chain. I'm like, that's cool. Honestly, I should watch that and get a gold chain. I'm joking. Honestly, dude, keep it high key. People used to be about that low key shit. I keep it high key, bro, like the Sopranos. I'm joking. Are we on the screen? No, we're still in we're trapped in the elevator. So you be. This is what I look like, I guess. My eyes hurt. Yeah, I've been troubleshooting this freaking SSD, and also it's practically just magic, because I barely just started understanding this terabyte. This one's a hard drive, but hard drives use discs, so it's like a little CD player, record player, and it just etches it in on inside. Dude, legit, it sounds like magic. It is to me, honestly. The people who invented these types of things, like, I know God invented us, and I will always have the awe of being like, wow, God did all this. But then it's like, nah, dude, this is impressive. Like, we went to the moon and shit. I'm like, yeah, sure, impressive. This little solid state hard drive, this is 4 terabytes. This isn't the one I'm using. But that's from when I first started recording myself yapping. I was like, maybe like 5 years ago or something. I'm very on and off when it comes to things. Sometimes, oh no, dude, this whole time, this thing's been resting on my phone. So how you be? I be learning about magic. Honestly, if these astrology girls find out about like solid state drives and hard drives and shit, they're gonna be like, Anne, what do you think about that? Those discs that you're using are made out of crystals. These crystals hold energy. And I'm like, yeah, and I use that energy to play video games. I store my video games. Come on, let me... No, I'm joking. Yesterday I yapped for 3 hours. Not even on accident. It was on accident, but I was like, I don't know, dude. I think I was going over that Alien Code movie. Mostly because I want to make like a full dedicated video, but I want other people to do it. I'm just some guy with a YouTube account. There's people that are YouTubers. Does that make sense? I'm just some guy who posts and then streams sometimes, and then my life is spiraling. And it's, you know what? Whatever. On some real artistry shit, I'm like, find me 100 years from now. If I become successful, it'll ruin who I am as a person. I'm joking. No, dude. I don't know. It'd probably enhance this podcast, but then I'm like, would there be too much editing? I kind of like just me yapping. That's why it's like, I do need to double down on my style and just be okay with, because I'm like, I don't see people just yap. I've never in my whole life. Like, maybe Dave Chappelle, but then it's like, he's usually like pushing some weird agenda, and he's like, and secretly, I just want to talk about these trans women because I'm tired of my Asian wife. And I'm like, what the fuck, Dave Chappelle? You should go to marriage counseling, honestly. Get your life together. I used to actually cry. And this is how I got mama issues, but they're also a result of attachment issues. But when Dave Chappelle left to Africa, I was heartbroken. Like, on God, dude. Because and the more I found out, I just got sadder. Because he left to Africa, they were like, we're going to give you a bunch of money. So much money. He's like, you could keep that money, and I'm going to leave. And I'm sitting here like, who's gonna teach me comedy? Who am I gonna watch? Not like that, dude. Sounds like I'm a little, but I was a little kid. And then we got Jordan, Key and Peele or whatever. And shout out to them, way better. My favorite Key and Peele sketch is when Jordan Peele literally dresses up as steampunk. And he's like, yo, Cedric. He's like on that, he has a clock hat, dude. For real. I want to be steampunk, and then I want my wife to be like a pixie fairy girl. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of shit I want to be on.
I didn't have to shit my pants. You wanted to leave the party early, so I thought it was a good idea.